We work hard, we play hard. We are gamerpreneurs. Individuals who have chosen to give up the security of a 9 to 5 in favor of getting to set our own hours, of doing the work that we want to do, and we refuse to give up the hobby that we grew up with in order to, quote, grow up. We have learned countless laws of life and sales from the games that we play, and we excel in everything we do. We see the wonder and glory in every interaction. We fit in awkwardly with the rest of the world because they don't understand our quirkiness, and we wear it as a badge of pride. We are focused, clear, and know what we want. We are gamerpreneurs, and we are taking over the world. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gamerpreneur podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Bradford Carlton. Today, I have a very special guest with us. I have SpeedKills09, aka Charles. Hey there, Charles. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful day in Las Vegas. How about yourself?
It's a beautiful day in North Carolina. I'm fine and chilling. Regular day.
All right. So, Charles, let's get right into it. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I just graduated from Western Carolina. I was a student athlete. I played football for Western Carolina. I played a position of wide receiver. I also played basketball in high school, and I've been playing video games since I was very young.
Okay, very nice. So I want to talk about all of that. Before we start, I always start every interview with one question, and I'm going to ask you the same question. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, how weird are you, Charles?
I would say I would have to be a 10. I think I'm a 10 because, that's just part of me. And I say weird as in just being funny, a weird funny, as in it could be from making weird noises in the house, or making my friends laugh. If I'm weird, that's just how I am. That's how I'm having a good day when I'm just acting weird or being silly. So that's how I'm saying I'm a 10.
Oh, I absolutely understand. For many years, people couldn't tell when I was being serious because I'm joking when I'm actually being serious. And when I sound serious, I'm really joking. So
yeah, that's how I actually, even when I was playing sports, sometimes during practice, I'll just act silly, especially during college. Sometimes you got to find that space within just to be weird or funny, just just have a good time. Because sometimes, life is sometimes always serious. Sometimes you got to find that funniness while you're practicing or even doing school.
Sure thing. Now, before we get to the gaming, I want to talk about the football. How'd that go?
Well, I guess I'll start with when I guess Pop Warner. That's the first thing I started. But my dad played in the NFL, and then I did sports in Pop Warner. I played in middle school. I played quarterback. My position is a wide receiver. And then in high school, I played wide receiver. And then I walked on to Western Carolina and didn't play much for Western Carolina, but I did get to travel with the team. And schools that we traveled to were North Carolina, Chapel Hill. But yeah, I enjoy sports a lot. I like it. That's the competitive me when I play games. It comes from sports, basketball, and football. I was a very competitive person when I played.
You're in it to win it. I love it.
Yeah, in it to win it all the time.
So I got to ask, how is it being both a gamer and an athlete? Because generally, those two butt heads.
Yeah, because when you're an athlete and a gamer, so I found it hard to find time when I was an athlete, especially in college, because there wasn't much time. Being a college athlete, it takes a lot of time away. You're committed to being in sports all the time. So, after practice, I come home and make a game for about a couple hours. Weekends, we got game day on Saturday, and then that Sunday we're practicing. So most of my gaming was on Sunday. But when you're competitively playing, it's the same. It's the same. It's like you want to win, same like in sports, or when you're playing a competitive game, you want to win as well. I bring the same energy that I brought when I play sports.
Fantastic. So you're a streamer.
Yes, I am a streamer. SpeedKills09. I started streaming a couple years back. The funny thing about it, in a couple years, I have an Xbox, and Twitch came on for Xbox, and me and my friends would be like, oh, they finally got Twitch on Xbox. And we didn't even think of how big Twitch was back in the day. So we used to just start a stream up just so we could watch you play. Because we used to do leagues in Madden, or we used to do leagues in 2K. We just want to watch each other play against each other when we have to match up against each other. And we just started streaming for about 30 minutes. And then, a couple of years, Coach brought up the idea. He talked to me aside and said, why don't we start ourselves with streaming? Let's take this serious. So, I started a couple of years. That's when I started taking this serious. I even bought my own PC and all this equipment and stuff. And I started streaming.
Okay. Now, when you reference Coach, who do you mean?
Coach Williams, One Poetic Gamer.
All right. So one of my former guests. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. So this is a lot to unpack here. So let me get this straight. You played football for your school, and then you would go home and you play football on your Xbox to relax.
The games that will really relax me is not even the sports games, actually, because when I play football like Madden or 2K, that's actually when I'm really the most stressed out, because, I play sports, so I expect things to be the same in the game that is not when I play the sport. So I'd be like, why is this not happening when I'm doing this when I play the sport? Games that actually like keep me relaxed are like shooters, games like Call of Duty, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, Halo. What else? I would say Fortnite is not my favorite, but I used to play it back when the early ages of Fortnite. I used to play that. Games like that, shooters actually keep me calm.
Okay, so on your stream, what do you generally play then?
On my stream, what I usually play, I just recently, I just got the Star Wars Fallen Order. I like to play single player games on my stream. Sometimes you might see me eventually play multiplayer games, games like Call of Duty Online, PUBG, Apex Legends, Battle Royale games. I love the Battle Royale games. I think those are also great games to play, especially since you can play with my friends, and we just, I'll stream and we'll just play together. But single players, those are my go-to though. Single player games.
Isn't it crazy to think that the Battle Royale games really only became a genre just a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it's funny. People talk about Fortnite's like the first Battle Royale game. It used to be a game named Arma 2, and they changed it to where it was just a mod, and it was a Battle Royale, and they just made like an invisible circle that you would die, because every Battle Royale game, the map shrinks and shrinks. But it used to be off of Arma, off the PC, and now games are migrating to this Battle Royale. It was started with Fortnite. PUBG had the Battle Royale. Blackout had their own Battle Royale, and that's just the thing, and they're fun.
Okay, so so you're a full-time streamer? Are you a part-time streamer?
I'm a part-time streamer right now. And the reason why is because I'm still moving to define that schedule that fits my system. I haven't got there yet to where I have a schedule that I like right now, so I can put it out and be like, all right, this is what I'm streaming yet. So that's why I'm a part-time. Sometimes I'll stream here, sometimes I'll just play games.
Okay, cool. So what do you do in real life then?
Right now I work at GameStop right now. I'm a seasonal sale after graduate. I'm still applying for other jobs, but right now I'm just a seasonal at GameStop. One of my buddies hit me up talking about, hey, they're hiring at GameStop right across the street. And I was like, that's fine with me. So I put in my application and immediately got an interview and I got the job. So I was happy to do that. And I enjoy working at GameStop.
Yeah, how is that? I've talked to a few people who've worked at GameStop, but being a gamer, it seems like kind of one of those dream jobs. You can be around games all day.
Yeah, it is kind of a dream job. It's different being a seasonal sale. You're home because, when customers come in there and be like, what game do you like this? Or what do I think about that? Because you play games and they're at the top of your head, and not just to go in the back or ask your manager, ooh, what's this? Or what person needs this? You can know absolutely oh, this game right here offers this, or you're playing this with your daughter or your son, or does your son need this? Or this is the new type of console and stuff. So you can always answer those questions. It always feels good to get the satisfaction of a customer when they need it.
Fantastic. So I want to know, how long you've been playing games?
Oof. I've been playing games since, actually, it goes back to actually maybe, I don't know the year, but my dad, when he was in the NFL, I think he had the original Xbox, and he was in a hotel room before a game, and I was with him, and he brought me in with his teammates, and they started playing think the original Halo off the original Xbox, and they was all in the room, split screen. No, there's no lie, split screen. So the 4 controllers, and I was in the back. I couldn't play because I was too young at the time. But his teammates were just playing, and they were playing Halo, and then I think my dad won, and then but at the dad, and he taught me how to play. So really, it was my dad that actually got me into the games. My first game was Halo. We played the co-op split screen, and then we played the next game that came out, Halo 2. But I would say around 7. That's when I really started liking my games since of gaming.
Okay, so you started around 7. About when did you start doing sports then?
Ooh, about 6 or 7. Same age, same.
All right, so you got both
same,
loves at the same
yeah,
time.
love same. Yeah, I started with basketball. Started with basketball actually, and I started in the upward league, did a little bit of rec, and then I did a little bit of travel ball, and then that's when I started to go into middle school and high school, and then college. But sports is we're a sports family. My mom ran track. My sister's she's a scholarship at High Point playing basketball for college. So yeah, we're a sports family.
Well,
I have an older sister as well that ran track in high school a little bit as well.
Okay, so as you're growing up, you've got kind of these dueling sides to yourself, the athlete and the gaming. What kind of lessons did you learn on both sides that were able to help the other?
Well, I guess when being an athlete, you get the competitive side, right, of being an athlete as compared to as a gamer, right?
I don't know. I've played quite a few multiplayer games.
Yeah.
It gets pretty dirty.
Yeah, it does get pretty dirty, but some games I might say on the competitive side, like when you're gaming, on compared to the athlete side, athlete side you have more control, I think, compared to gaming, where you don't have more control. You might get hit with an animation or something, like you might need something might slow, like network, internet bandwidth, compared to like Xbox. To being an athlete where you can control is live in the moment. Another thing that compares, I think, helped me as well, or gave me a lesson, was just being a great teammate. Actually, great teammates, especially when you're playing with other people. Maybe people you may not know. You might just go in a game chat. You may not know that person, but you got to be a great teammate. As an athlete, where as being a leader or being just being social. Sometimes I came off as I was young. I came off quiet, where I just used to be. When I used to play sports, I used to just play. I didn't used to talk as much. But compared to the games, I talk a lot. Like I thought, oh, over here, over there, over there. Like communication is like on 10. But compared to when I play sports, I was just very quiet. I just played. So that's the aspect I'll give gaming, is like I would communicate more than I used to do when I was an athlete.
Okay, is that like a mindset thing? Like you had to like focus on what you're doing, or
As an athlete?
As an athlete?
Yeah, it is type of a mindset thing. You're thinking, as when you're young, you're just going out there and you're just playing. You just believe in the things that you trained, because I trained hard. My dad used to train me hard. When you're young, you just go in there and you just do what you was trained to do when you've been training, when you're practicing or doing a workout. And then when it comes to game day, you just go out there and just go. Compared to the game, you can train. Yeah, you got to train. But, funny thing is, I used to never been good at shooters, right? So I used to play a lot of single player games. And I just played a lot of like Halo was like that's my favorite game is Halo. That's another story. But, I used to just play a whole bunch of single player games. And then like translated when I'm playing these single player games, that's how I go to multiplayer. And I realized that when I'm playing the single player, it translated to multiplayer, where my skill level increased just because I played single player. So I was like, wow.
Okay. So this is the Gamerpreneur, and I want to discuss kind of the business side of what everybody's doing when focusing on gamers who are doing it. Um, at the moment, I want to talk about mentors and how important are mentors in your life?
Oh, they're very important. I think my dad is a great mentor. Him being showing me how competitive he was and what it took to get him to that level where he was. Another great mentor is Coach Windows, one pointed gamer, show me the ropes of what I need to get ready for the stream setup. At one point, I was streaming off the Xbox app, and I was wondering, I was like, oh, so like, what do I need for this, or what do I need that, or what's the specs for this? And he gave me the whole rundown of what I need and what can I do, and then I loved it though. But having a mentor is a huge one. You got to have that mentor, to have success. You never could do it by yourself.
What does a mentor do for you?
It's like they guide you in the right place, guide you to the right direction, how to do it. They'll even give you their personal stuff, like this is what I did. And then also you can add your own little taste to it, like, well, this is how they do it. And then like, maybe you can change it up. But a mentor, they do a good job of guiding you, give you a right direction, or give you a helping hand when you need it.
Wonderful. All right. So you've had a lot of life experience, and you're probably about 10 years younger than I am, but
yeah, I'm 23.
You're 10 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
But what advice would you have for people coming up? Maybe they want to follow in your footsteps, go to sports, maybe on the streaming side or gaming side. What kind of advice would you have for people generally?
First thing I just be patient with it. And then another thing is like, if you really have high goals for it, just go for it. Never let anybody tell you that you can't do anything. Just
Amen.
Go for it. Yeah, just go for it. Because dreams can become reality. Unfortunately, I wanted to be a pro player, but that didn't happen. But then again, it's like, I still got my degree. I didn't slip away. I got my college degree, and I'm very happy about that because I know it took hard work and dedication. And another thing, but I mean, to be a streamer, just have fun. Don't forget that the reason, everybody gets caught up in the high numbers and, oh, he's getting a lot of money. I throw up names like Ninja or guys like Doc, high guys that we know that are popular streamers. But at the end of the day, we all stream because we all for one goal. We love to play games, So, I mean, always for a streamer, just don't ever forget like a reason why you want to stream. I love to stream because at the end of the day, I love talking to people and have people watch me, or just having a conversation within my chat and just enjoying. We're playing games.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to point out too, that all those guys at the top, like Ninja and Dr. Disc, like you mentioned, they all started kind of at the bottom at some point.
Yeah, they started all at the bottom at some point, I think I even look at small streamers and like, oh, wow. There's some stuff that I see small streamers do that are like, oh, that's pretty cool. Or like, wow, how does he have that many small views? Like, it's a grind. You just got to stick with it. All I would tell them as well is another thing is the tip is just stick with it. Just keep going and don't give up.
Okay. What kind of business or profession are you looking to get into?
Actually, I'm a computer information system. So things are like coding. I enjoy coding a lot. Web designer. Also, one time, hopefully in the future, maybe some certifications on game developing. I'd be a game developer. I love, because we have Epic Games is in Cary, North Carolina. So, they just opened a spot where 3,000 employees are open. So I want to grasp towards that and being a game developer. But anything around computers, technology, that's my field. I love computers. I'm tech savvy. I'm a tech savvy type of guy. So I love that.
That's so fantastic, but you don't generally see many like nerdy athletes. It's just kind of funny.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't see that many nerdy athletes, but but thing about me is like, I have a like different. I have a different side. When I'm to sports, I'm competitive, locked in, ready to go. Like, when you come to the game side, it's like a chill side. It's like, ooh, I feel home. It's like I'm playing the game and just smiling, having a good time. I'm prepared.
What do you think is something people misunderstand about you when they get to meet you? You have
Um,
these two sides, these kind of competing sides.
yeah. So I guess people, if they catch me, people come to my stream and maybe I might be playing a high competitive game because I do some tournaments, but I might be playing. They might come here and I might be screaming, but that's just my energy showing that how much I have passion and how much I want to win. Not just to be just screaming or just be mad all the time. That's just my passion. So they might think I might be an angry guy or oh my gosh, this guy is intense. No, that's just my way of showing my passion towards the game because I have a strong passion towards a lot of video games. Another part they might see on the other side is that I might just be a quiet guy. Sometimes I'm playing single player games and I love single player games, so I like to listen to the story. I love story driven games, so I might just be sitting there just listen to the story and just listening to the cutscenes or maybe listening. But yeah, that might be two things: quiet side and intense side. That's what I would put it at.
You're like a tempest in a bottle. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What kind of games are you looking forward to coming out soon?
I was looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077, but they pushed it back to September. And another game that I was looking for was the Marvel Avengers. Me and my friends, we love the Marvel universe, and we love the movies as well. We just saw Endgame together 2 years, actually last year, and we just love the Marvel. So we was like, oh, when the Avengers game was announced, we was like, oh yeah, we got to get on that. And they also pushed that back. And then lastly, the game I'm most looking for is another Halo Infinite. Infinite coming in 2020 for the new Xbox. So I'll definitely be streaming that and playing that. Those are the games I'm most hands down ready for that.
How much juice do you think they're gonna be able to get out of Master Chief? Like he's been through the ringer.
He's been through a lot. I mean, he's been through a lot. That's an iconic character. You know, but I don't because I looked at E3 last year and I looked at the cutscene and I'm like, okay, this story is like, but the 343 has so many tools they can play with. At the end of Halo 5, you got the Arbiter, you got the new Spartan team, and then you got his blue team, and you can play so many characters in there because you got all these characters. It's like an Avengers assemble team right there. Like you can play with around. They got. I look forward to what they can do with that.
Okay.
So I can't wait.
Now, kind of a slightly different question here, and I don't think I've ever asked anybody this one.
Okay.
What is your support community like? So many gamers are kind of just an island unto themselves, but having your background, I would imagine you have people cheering you on. Or does your family not know you do this?
Oh no! My dad does know that. Yeah, my dad definitely knows that. He's the one that financed me my PC, my first PC. He was talking about when we first talked about it. He was like, "Yeah, I need this and this and this." He's like, "Okay," because it was my birthday, so he was like, I can get this for you. So I was very thankful for that. But my family be my support system, my friends, all my coaches that have coached me, and I think some of my teachers support me. So that's my support channel, or supporting me to push forward.
Now, do you think a support system is necessary, or do you think? I mean, you've probably seen a lot. There's probably some guys out there who they block off the world.
Right. Absolutely. I think you got to have support system. I think the world's too big to be lonely. You got to have that support system because when you're in a dark place or when you're just low, you got to always have somebody to lean on. When you have that support system, they can always build you up and motivate you. But I think having a support system is a big deal. It helps you along the way as you move forward.
Wonderful. All right. So I always ask, what's your favorite game? But you already told me Halo.
Yeah.
Is it Halo 1, 2, or 3?
So actually, I actually have an order list. So my first one is I go Halo 2. Halo 2 is when you got to that part where you could play as the enemy team. I was like, whoa, this is insane right here. And then like that whole storyline and led up to finish the fight. So that leads me to my next game, Halo 3. That's by far my second best Halo. And then the other ones that they just throw that, they fall in order. But Halo 2 and Halo 3, those are my go-tos. Like I was like, yeah, this is it right here. I love them.
All right. I think Halo 1's always gonna have a special place in my heart.
Right. Yeah.
Right when they introduced the flood, I'm like, I'm done with this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. That when I was like, what is this? I don't know. I used to call the little things that move around. I used to call them popcorn, little shrimps or some popcorn shrimps. I didn't even know what they called until like I got older. The older called the flood. But when I saw that, I was like, whoa, this.
They just kept coming. Like,
Yeah,
how do I get rid of this stuff?
Yeah, they kept coming. The big ones would start moving around and blowing up. I was like, oh my God, they got bigger popcorn shrimps popping out of them. I didn't know. Yeah, that's the core. That's the core. That's when it all started. So, you got to respect Halo 1 as well. Yeah.
All right. So, you've had to have had success in your life to be able to play for any team in college.
Yeah.
So if it's okay, I'd like to humble you for just a second and ask you, what is something that you failed at in life?
I would say preparation, being prepared, and either in schoolwork, sometimes I wouldn't prepare for that test or that exam. In streaming, I start too fast when I start to stream. I remember it was one day I started a stream and I'm about to end it. And I realized that my mic was muted the whole stream. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And that's like, and it was wondering because, I think I had a couple people talking to me and I'm just talking, thinking like they responded and then they never responded back. And I was like, oh, okay. They just wanted to drop in and say hi. But probably, now I just gotta like check. It's like, is my microphone work? Is my everything's working? Can they hear me? Can they hear the gameplay? I just gotta just slow down, just make sure I'm more prepared when I'm ready to start streaming. So yeah, I just be more prepared.
You need a checklist. Oh
checklist, yeah. Is this ready to go? This ready to go? Okay, boom.
I was recording a course that I was making to sell, and it was
right.
like an 8-hour recording session I had to do. And I sat there and I was going through my PowerPoint and I did the whole thing. And then at the end I turned, I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah. It happens. It happens a lot. I gotta stop doing that. I think it was one time, maybe 15 minutes in the stream, I'm like, oh my God, my mic's not muted. I didn't mute it. Because sometimes I get like phone calls while I'm throwing the stream, or I got a house phone ringing in the back, so I don't want the stream to hear it, and I just mute it real quick, and then sometimes I forget to unmute it. Or sometimes I might take a break and come back, start streaming, and like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I have I'm BRB, like my intermission screen, and I'm playing the game, and like, oh my gosh, they're not seeing the gameplay, so I gotta switch it. But it happens, sometimes you just want to get in the game and start playing.
It's funny you mentioned the telephone going off. It's a different generation's problem with the phone because, you got the phone ring, and back when the phone rang, when I would play online, it would cut out the whole internet.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I never knew
Just the whole internet would die. You'd be in the middle of a game of StarCraft. And he's like, no, Mom, stop talking.
No. Those are things that always used to get me heated. In fact, back a couple of years ago, I used to have the worst internet connection. Like, even when I was playing with my friends, I'd be lagging. I'm like, why am I lagging? I'd be getting kicked out of games. And I had to research this stuff on my own. I was like, what is it that with internet? I didn't know much about internet and networking. So I researched it and stuff. And then I realized that me and my parents, we had like the slowest internet provider. I was like, Mom, we gotta increase it up. So now we got the fastest one, and now I'm no more lag problem for me.
Very nice. Now, what's something you're currently not good at?
I'm currently not good at any I will say I'm not good at any of the Mortal Kombats.
I didn't mean necessarily games. I meant personality trait wise. I want people to understand. You can be out there and doing stuff, but still have stuff back.
I will say I'm very quiet. I will say I'm very quiet when I'm talking to other people. I'm very just, I guess it's quiet in general, just either when I'm talking to people or not social enough. And that's how I was, when I walked into college, I was just the guy that was just, I walk in the locker room and I'll just sit there, just get ready for practice, but I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't engage in the conversation. So I'm trying to work on that some more, to be more vocal or communicate with other people.
Do you think having a stream's helping you on that?
Yeah, because you gotta have when you're streaming and you people come in there, you gotta have a conversation with your viewers, and you can't just be quiet. It would help when because sometimes I might just have viewers in there just watching, which is fine, obviously, or fine, just watch. But I would love them to speak, but it's fine. You're coming to watch me, and I'm all fine with that. But I think absolutely having viewers and them communicating, having a conversation helps a lot. Just having a conversation with them, just talking.
Let's talk about your chat for a second. Do you generally have a good chat or a toxic chat?
My chat has been good, I've experienced. I did have one, I was playing a Telltale Walking Dead game, and I think I had one guy just randomly come in, like somebody spoiled the ending for me. I don't think it really happened, but he spoiled, this happens right here, and then he just left. So I was like, oh my God. I saw it in the corner of my eye. I didn't react to it because I had my second screen in the corner of my eye. I just kept playing the game. I was like, back in my head, I was like, I hope he didn't just spoil that game for me. But I don't think he did. I think it was like one of the options he did. But under that, but my chats, they've been good, mostly good. They're not toxic at all.
Okay. What do you think the best compliment you've ever received is?
I actually had a guy from London, and as I was playing the same game, Walking Dead, and he was like, oh, I love this game. I hope you keep playing it. He told me I was from London, and I was like from the UK, and he was like, oh, you're just a cool and a chill guy. And then he's like, hey, man, I'm going to give you a follow, and I'll be right back, and hopefully you stream again. But that was the nicest thing, letting me know that people from UK are watching me play games. So it's cool. Like, it's not just in North Carolina or Raleigh. It's all over the place, and even all around the world, people are watching you. So you never know who's in your chat.
And it's far more open than it used to be. I mean,
yeah.
When I was in college over 10 years ago, like if you played video games, you were a nerd and you were shunned.
Yes.
So to be able to have that worldwide recognition today, that's so great for you.
Yeah, I think gaming is becoming big these past years. It's crazy how big it is. Even I think about the Fortnite World Cup, little kids preparing and competing these World Cup. I'm like, what in the world? I'm just like, this 7-year-old is going crazy. He just got 5th place, and he got so much money just being in 5th place. But it's crazy. Gaming is becoming big.
Absolutely. So Charles, it's been a fantastic interview. I got a couple more questions, then we'll wrap up. But what are you involved in the community of streamers at all, or do you kind of keep it to yourself?
Right now, I'm keeping it to myself. Right now, I do want to get engaged with the community. Like I said, I'm in a Discord with One Poetic Gamer. Discord with fellow other people that stream, but I understand. Eventually, I want to make my own Discord. I eventually want to make videos for YouTube on the side. But right now, I'm in the community with myself right now.
All right. So how do people find you? Where are you at on social media?
Oh, I have a Twitter, SpeedKills09. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch, SpeedKills09. And that's where you can find me on my social.
Fantastic. All right. Is there anything I didn't ask you think we still need to talk about?
No, actually, I would love it. With Coach Williams, I would love to do it. Maybe we could do a trio or something, conference call or podcast, and we can talk about other subjects, hottest games or hottest streamers or ideas to build on streams.
Absolutely. I think that'd be a fantastic idea. I'll have to reach out to him.
Yeah. Awesome.
Although you're probably able to get to him quicker than I am.
Yeah, I might be able to get quicker than him.
All right. Well, Charles, SpeedKills09, thank you so much for coming on with me today. I really
thank you for having me. I appreciate it a lot. This is very fun. I hope to do it again.
All right, everybody, you need to follow SpeedKills09. Thank you all so much. This is the Gamerpreneur podcast. You all take it easy.
Have a nice day.
Hey, if you like this podcast, I'd love to invite you to check out a little bit more about me, Dr. Bradford Carlton, Gamerpreneur. If you go to my website, www.thegamerpreneur.com/bonus, I'm going to give you a free copy of my book, The Warcraft of Business, where I explain my history in both gaming and business and how I brought the two together in order to create some very successful companies and help a lot of people. And all you got to do is pay for shipping and processing, and I'll send you this book. I absolutely know you're going to love it. All right, you all take it easy.